Alright, so it's time to check the battery levels, or the water levels in the batteries on our golf cart. And this would be the same thing if you were checking the battery levels in your RV or anything else. Now each one of these batteries is a 6-volt battery. And they're wired in series, so the negative terminal comes to, or the positive terminal comes to here, and then negative to positive, 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 and then back to the control of the golf cart, or the power supply. So what happens is, if each of these are 6-volt batteries, when they're in series, you would add the 6. So 6 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 times 6 is 36. So this golf cart is a 36-volt golf cart. Okay, and so what happens is, each one of these batteries, so come in right here, Peyton, and I'll show. Each one of these batteries has a negative post and a positive post, and in the center are caps that cover up the basin in the battery where the metals are and the water. And so what you'll do is you'll just twist this, and then you can take that right out. And when that comes out, you can see down into the battery the water level. Sometimes if your battery does need water, you'll just pour water into those holes until they're filled, and then you'll cover the battery back up. Now there are some things, and we'll check this one now. So we'll twist this and open it. Now what you don't ever want to do is to look down in here and see exposed metal. The metal plates that are down in there that are the things that are actually creating the electricity. You don't want to see exposed metal, because when those get exposed to air, they do something called sulfate. And so what you can do, there is a way that you can desulfate a battery, but that's not optimal. You just want to make sure that we keep water in the batteries, and I've got water in all 3 of those. And so now what we'll do is we'll move to the back ones, and back over here we'll look, and we'll see that this one could use a little bit of water. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and open that. You can see that there's some trash here. You don't want to get that trash down in the wells of the batteries. And then we'll check this one as well. And so, all right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to top them all off. Okay, so first off, I know distilled water is best, but when you're just sitting here, regular water will do just fine. So you can see, even though the water level was still within the cap, it's still taking water. And what happens is, as you charge these batteries, and as the batteries charge, they can boil off some of the water, and that's how the water gets out of the battery. And so that's why it's important, especially with a golf cart. If you leave a golf cart on the charger for a long time, you want to make sure that you're always checking your water levels. I do this about every quarter, every 3 or 4 months I'll check, just to make sure, because you don't want to have to go buying, because listen, once the metal gets exposed in these batteries, the batteries stop working, and that means you have to go buy batteries. And these batteries, each one of these batteries is about 150 bucks. That is not something that I want to have to pay for. Not if just taking 5 minutes every quarter to check the water level is as simple as it is to make sure everything is all hunky-dory. And that's it. This is something that I just made to do this with. Obviously this is a hose end where I can vary the amount of pressure that's coming through here. But all this is just a piece of rubber tubing, and this is an end that you can put on a garden hose. And so what I did was I just put that rubber hose through to the inside there, and then just black electrical tape. You can duct tape it, whatever. But I mean, you're not using a whole lot of pressure here. It's just to put water into the batteries with. So that's that. And so now what we'll do is we'll take the covers and we'll put the covers back on. And there it is.